Yo, what is up, man? It has been a while since your boy has done a live stream. I think the last time I did one of these bad boys, man, it was probably like 2 months ago. Um, anyway, I just wanted to live stream, man, just to work on getting my watch time hours up, stuff like that. Um, I've been a little behind on watching movies, so I've been currently going through a what do I call it, movie catch up marathon. So I still need to watch what is it? I still need to watch. Damn, I just forgot the name of the movie that fast. Shoot, I can't remember what the name of the movie is I need to watch. Oh, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I still need to watch John Wick 4. I think those are the only real two movies I need to really see. I gotta put out my review on Fast 10 sometime this week, probably tomorrow or the day after. But other than that, everything else I'm pretty much well, I haven't seen everything, but those are pretty much the main movies I need to see. But anyway, man, yeah, what has been going on? What has been going on? What has been going on? Basically, what my goal is to basically live stream probably like once or twice a week, like just hardcore because I'm really working on trying to get my watch time numbers up. I know that's been like the hard thing to really do, as far as like just getting my channel across that finish line. That's the main thing I'm really working on doing. Live streaming once or twice per week. To get to that 4,000 subscriber watch time hour goal. Right now I'm sitting at. Let me see. Right now I'm sitting at 1,034. I know they lowered the eligibility requirements as far as like when you hit 3,000 subscribers, like you get like the super chats, super stickers, and shopping, or in his memberships. Now, the one thing I was thinking about is like the memberships, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing any exclusive videos on Across That Bridge, and shopping, because I don't have any gear. So, it'll definitely be just like live streaming, and that's pretty much about it, because I don't know if I'll be doing any exclusive videos unless I do like exclusive live streams. Like I might do a live stream where I do something short where you know what? I could do a live stream where I'm talking about. I could do a live stream where I'm doing like a spoiler-free live stream and then the video where I don't do spoilers. But for me, when I do videos and I talk about certain stuff, I like to do spoilers. I like to do spoilers because it's just something that I do when I do my videos. So if I ever cross that bridge to do live streaming, then not live streaming. Whenever I cross that bridge to memberships, I will look into what exclusive content that I could drop. That way, people can join the membership for exclusive content. I've seen other people do it. I think it's a good thing for the channel, especially trying to make a couple extra bucks. And people get to watch exclusive content that they don't normally get to see on the main channel. I think that'd be really cool. But my main focus right now is just putting out my reviews, putting out my videos, live streaming once a week. Hopefully, building up I won't say a fan base. I guess you could say a fan base to like watch my videos and just really just watch my streams. So hopefully I'll be doing it around this time or maybe 7:00 on Sundays, each Sunday or maybe Saturdays. Those both days. See, I'm kind of just doing a single live stream right now, man. Not really putting anybody in the stream, so I just want to get back into my live stream and kind of just talk about stuff right now. I don't even have my headphones, so I'm not trying to put anybody in the live stream without me like actually listening to what they're saying right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, man. So that's been the goal, is just trying to get my live streaming out there. So yeah, I finally got a chance to see Fast 10, and that movie was unfreaking believable. I'm not going to go too much into it because I want to really give a lot when it goes towards my review. I did watch the first episode of what was it? I did watch the first episode of Secret Invasion. I actually liked it. I liked that it was serious. I liked that it had no jokes. Because when I watched some of the other Marvel stuff that came out recently, like I recently watched Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It wasn't a bad movie. I liked it better than what they did in the last one, but it was just too many jokes. It really wasn't doing it for me the way that it should. And so I was like, it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it for what it was. But I do feel like the jokes just didn't do it for me, and that's where I feel like they really like lost me. So, I'm hoping, going into the future, they're able to do, better. I know the writing team is on strike, so they've pulled back on doing any. They pushed back their movies. Marvel's pushed back their movies, but I already had a feeling, regardless if they were or weren't going to push back before all this happened, whether they're going to have both of their what was it? Whether they were going to have both of their Avengers movies in the same year, which I thought would been really strange because obviously usually the Avengers movies usually happen like 2-3 years apart, so that was really surprising. But I'm kind of happy they what up C4. So I'm happy that they're actually like separate now. But again, I did like the first episode of Secret Invasion. I thought it was good. I liked that it was serious. There was no joking. I am questioning Nick Fury though, man, because he's been at the game for however long he's been at the game. Obviously, the snap affected him somehow, some way. His mental. So I don't know what's going on with him. I'm sure a lot of y'all probably already seen the episode, so his right hand lady. What is it, Maria? Yeah, she gets killed at the end. Sorry, y'all, spoiler alert. Yeah, she gets killed at the end, and so yeah, I'm just really I'm just kind of I'm trying to look forward to what Marvel has going forward, but given what they've dropped so far, the only thing that I liked was the first episode of Secret Invasion, and Ant-Man and Wasp was okay. I didn't give like a score. So looking at Ant-Man and the Wasp, if I had to give it a score, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It's way better than the last one. I thought the last one was straight garbage. I didn't like it. I thought it was horrible. I would not want to go back and watch the second one. To me, I feel like Ant-Man works better as a supporting character than the character in his own movie. That's just my opinion. What else? There's not been a whole lot to talk about. Like I said, I really haven't seen anything. I haven't seen, like I said, off the top of my head, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I got to catch that. I still haven't seen The Flash. That's the third movie. So The Flash, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and something else I said, but yeah. Yeah, man. Sorry about that, C4. Yeah, so her character, it's a long story, man. Basically, it's like an invasion of the Skrulls. And I ain't going to get in detail because, sorry I spoiled it for you, but you got to go in and watch it for yourself. But it's, yeah, man, it sucks because it was like I feel like they were just starting to get into her character. Compared to other times we've seen the character, she was just kind of there for a moment and then she was gone. So she really wasn't there that much. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Really? Man, I'm a fan of Marvel, man. I'm a fan of both Marvel and DC. But with DC, it's like everybody knows, as far as the Flash movie, Ezra Miller's troubles. No one was looking forward to seeing, I don't want to say no one was looking forward to seeing the Flash because was kind of still is looking forward to seeing it. But what's the word I'm trying to find here? After seeing people talk about it on social media, it has kind of bummed me out a little bit. But we all know that this is going to be the end of the DCEU. And then you got Blue Beetle, then Aquaman. So, I mean, yeah, you got Aquaman's going to pretty much be the last movie in this DCEU era before they move on to Superman in 2025, which they really got to knock it out the park with Superman. Excuse me. They got to knock it out the park with Superman because, it's an iconic character, right? And you can't mess this up. But to me, I just feel like we don't need to go back to the beginning and have his origin story, even if it's kind of like a Spider-Man thing where it's not a whole origin story. It's like they pushed it somewhere in the middle where he maybe already has his suit and his powers, and they go from there. Damn, that's not bad. I mean, that's not good, man. 5 out of 10. That's not good, man. Yeah, it says 5 out of 10. Honestly, man, I still want to see it because I want to see how bad it is. I know a lot of people were talking about the CGI. A lot of people were talking about a lot of people were talking about like the CGI was bad, and the only reason it was a good movie was because of Michael Keaton. I don't know about the Supergirl chick who's in the movie. I don't know about the Supergirl chick who's in the movie. I don't know how she did. But I got to see it for myself. I got to see it for myself because, like, this is me, right? When it's a movie I want to see, I will still want to see it, even if I watch reviews on it, because I want to see how bad it is. In a lot of cases, if it's a big movie like Avengers Endgame, Infinity War, or something like that, I will avoid all spoilers as much as I possibly can. I know that's hard living in this day and age, and I will avoid, what people review about it because I want to see it for myself to just be surprised and get my own one too. But this is one of the movies I kind of don't mind watching people's reviews, but I've seen some reviews, people talk about how bad it is, so I want to see it for myself to see if it's as bad as everybody say it is. Hey, what's going on? But I got to. The reason I want to see it is because, like I said, it's one of the last movies in the DCEU. But I think what's pretty much hurting this movie is everybody already know that the DCEU is dead. And 2, Ezra Miller has been going through a lot of stuff. And 3, they replaced Superman with Supergirl. And look, man, in my opinion, if Henry Cavill was still Superman and he officially got his second outing, his second standalone movie, man, that thing would definitely cost $1 billion. But the idiots over at Warner Brothers or the old regime didn't know what they was doing. So, I still want to see the movie for myself. I got to see it for myself, man. It's not the worst, but compared to Flash Paradox, the animated film was not in the same league. Damn. Yeah, I gotta see it, man. I got to see it because everybody's saying it's not good. How is he running in the suit? You know what I mean? Because in the other movie, in the Justice League movie, it's like he's skating or something, or it's just kind of weird. But the trailer looked good, but trailers always look good for movies. So I'm just wondering how he's running. Is he like straight, or is it like kind of like, he's still skating? Because the only thing I don't like about the suit is like the helmet. Yeah, it just looks heavy on his head. That's my only issue with it. But again, I did see Secret Invasion, and I did see the latest Fast and the Furious movie, which honestly I'm gonna tell you I did like. I think it was way better than Fast 9. Fast 9 to me was trash. I didn't like it. I wouldn't be happy if I don't see it again. Fast 10 I actually enjoyed, man. It was so much going on. I wish I would have caught it in theaters. That's how much I actually enjoyed it. I wish I would have caught it in theaters. That's how much I actually enjoyed it. And I got a question, man. For anybody that uses StreamYard, I'm currently using StreamYard, but the thing is that like instead of starting out from like 0 and having a clock that goes up, it's starting at like I guess like a previous time, 2:16 or something like that, and it's going up from that. So I don't know if anybody ever uses StreamYard how the time clock works when they do live streams. But yeah, it's some movies I gotta catch, man. My next movie I want to catch is John Wick because I haven't seen that yet. I know they're probably already paying for John Wick 5, and my thing is like, look, don't Fast and Furious this franchise, please. We don't need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 different movies with John Wick, man. The first one to me is still the best. The second one was okay. I can't remember the third one too much. I think that's where he got his fingers chopped off in the third one. That one was good, and I think that's the one where he was actually running in the park. I just don't want them to Fast and Furious the John Wick franchise. So yeah, it's good sometimes. Other times he's skating. Also, this suit is not the best compared to his first suit. Damn. Like I said, I gotta see it for myself. But yeah, man, John Wick is the shit. I remember when somebody I worked with told me about the first film, and I was like, okay, I gotta go catch it. So I went to go see it, and it was super underrated, man. But it was a really good movie. So I can't wait to check out what the fourth film was gonna be like. But yeah, like I said, I haven't seen a whole lot. I recently saw The Blackening. Took my wife to go see that. That was a good movie, man. If you have not seen The Blackening, go check it out. Go check it out. That was a good movie, man. It's funny as shit. It's funny as shit. Um, Anything else going on out here when it comes to movies, man? Like I said, Marvel's pushed back everything. So let me actually go down the list and see what Marvel has actually pushed, how far everything is getting pushed back, because that is something to actually talk about right now. Let me see. That's something to talk about. Let me see. Marvel. Let me see. Marvel movies pushed back. And I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that they push back their movies, because I feel like it gives them more time to hopefully work on it. I know there was a big story that came out. Okay, so Elemental. I haven't seen it. I didn't take my daughter to see that, but I know that movie hasn't done good as far as box office. I think that movie bombed too. I know that movie bombed too. I haven't seen that yet. But let me see. I'm looking at this list trying to see what's getting pushed back. Damn, it's old. I'm trying to look for it now on my phone. Sorry, I'm trying to see what's getting pushed back. Marvel movies pushed back. But no, I haven't seen Elemental yet. This is not one of my movies. This is my cup of tea. But I have seen I've seen people I haven't seen any reviews on it, but it's not one of my movies, not one of my cup of teas. It's one of the movies I take my kids to go see. But it's just not it's not my cup of tea. I'll probably go see it just to, take my kids to go see it. But I'm trying to see. Okay, here we go. I think this might be it. Okay. So let me see. So of course, there says there's some delays, some hiccups, of course, with the strike going on. This movie's getting pushed back. So let's see here. So we got production delays on Blade and Thunderbolts. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so then you got Blade, I guess, getting pushed back to February 2025, the 14th, Valentine's Day. And then you got Thunderbolts getting pushed back to December 2024. What else do we have? You got Captain America: Brave New World, which I wonder what made them change. I wonder what made them change the title. That's also getting pushed back to May 3rd, 2024. Oh no, from May 3rd, 2024 to July 26th, 2024. So it's not that bad. It's the same year. It's just May, June, July, 2 months. I'm interested in seeing that. I want to see Blade, but I'm curious about Mahershala Ali. I've never seen. The only thing I've ever seen Mahershala Ali starring was the which was the Luke Cage show. He did a good job with the acting, and I hate it when they killed off his character. But I'm curious as to how they're going to explain, how is his fighting style going to translate? You know what I mean? That's what I'm curious about. But I wonder why they changed Captain America's new title. And I think he's getting a new suit too. I want to see some pictures of it. I know they're putting Seth Rollins in it, so that's going to be something interesting to see. And then you got the Fantastic Four for May. Let me see what else we got. Okay, so then you got Fantastic Four is moving. Is now May 2nd, 2025. And I know that was a big thing because people were waiting to see if they were going to have anything presented at Comic-Con this year. But now we know Marvel is not going to be having anything presented at Hall H this year. So, before the title change, it was Captain America: New World Order, and then they changed it to Brave New World. So yeah, it was New World Order. Then they changed it to Brave New World. I know they got Harrison Ford. He's going to be the new basically the Red Hulk. I forgot who the other guy was who played the army guy before Harrison Ford. And what else are they pushing back? Let's see here. They got the Avengers. The Kang Dynasty is getting pushed back 12 months, so a whole year, from May 2nd, 2025 to May 1st, 2026. So I don't have a problem with them pushing back the Avengers movies because I'm hoping that they're they're able to get the CGI and just everything right. So I don't feel like Marvel pushing back movies is a bad thing. I know with the writer strike and everything going on, it's affecting the team, but I do want them to see everything through 100% and get everything right. And then I believe there's something else in here too. Let me see. So Secret Wars, which is jumping from May 1st, 2026 to May 7th, 2027. So that's jumping back another year. So I mean, I guess it's okay. And then let me see. You got one movie actually moving up in better news for superhero fans. Deadpool 3 has been pushed ahead from November 8th, 2024 to May 3rd. My biggest concern with Deadpool 3, because I still haven't seen the second one, but Deadpool is never one of my favorite. It's never one of my movies. I saw the first one, that was it. But my thing with Deadpool 3 is, I think this is the one that's gonna have Logan Wolverine in it. Is that Hugh Jackman has been out of the Wolverine character since 2018, like 6 years, and obviously he hasn't been like that bulked up in a long time, and he's older now. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see him hurt or damage his character. Now I know this is supposed to take place sometime before all the events of the other movies or TV shows, I should say, right? So, I mean, I guess that's not a bad thing. But I just feel like, I don't know, man. I don't want to see it be a bad movie. You know what I mean? I want to see it be a good movie. So hopefully he'll be all right. I'm pretty sure if I had some CGI to cover up some of the spots where he doesn't look super bulked up like he did. Because when you go back and look at how he looked back in the first X-Men movie all the way to like his last X-Men movie, like he was skinny as a twig. Even when he was like muscled up back then, he looks skinny as a twig compared to where he is right now. So it's pretty crazy. But let's see what else could I possibly sit here and talk about besides movies not coming out. Oh yeah, so there was a rumor. Like I said, I'm not a Star Wars fan, but there was a rumor, or at least a story of the synopsis. I did a small video on this that the new movie for Star Wars. I don't know the title of it yet, but basically Rey Skywalker or Rey Palpatine, whichever you want to call her, her character is basically going to be leading a new Jedi Order. And supposedly she's going to be the mentor to a girl and a guy, and the girl's going to have some crazy abilities, which I know is probably going to set a lot of Star Wars fans off. So I'm just like, you better get ready for that one. But to anybody, if you happen to jump in, man, just know I'm streaming most likely every Sunday if I can. I'll definitely let you know ahead of time if I'm not. The reason is I want to get my watch time hours up to 4,000, hopefully by the end of this year. I don't want to look, my reason is I don't want to look back and ask myself a year from now, did I do everything I could to get my channel monetized? So that's something I'm working on, man. So you expect a live stream every Sunday or most likely every Saturday. I had to push this one back because I had some plans. So mostly my live streams will be coming usually around probably 7:30. So hopefully we can get more people in here, man. Get 5, 10, 15, 20 people. I have been posting about my live streams on Twitter weekly to just kind of get people out there to know, hey, I'm live streaming. So yeah, that's been that. I've been posting on Twitter like crazy. But anyway, like I said, there hasn't been a whole lot of other stuff for me to talk about. I will definitely be catching up on Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, John Wick, and some of the other movies coming out. Like I said, if you haven't seen The Blocking, check it out. It's definitely worth seeing. I'm trying to think what else is out there that's probably worth seeing right now. I think that's really about it. Let me see if I can find the list of movies that's out right now. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all, your boys back, your boys back. So, again, for anybody that happens to jump into the stream, hopefully I'm able to get my numbers up going into the future because I really want to get this live stream. I want to get more people in my live streams as far as watching my live streams. I like to have people in my live streams. Let me see something real quickly. I'm still new to like live stream and everything, so I haven't been doing this a whole lot. I haven't live streamed a whole lot. But anyway, yeah, hopefully I can get more people in the live stream, more people in the live stream in the future, because I really want to, like I said, build, just a community of people, who want to, just watch, be a part of the live stream and talk about different movies. Because obviously, a lot of people watch everybody else's stream. I do too. Movie reactions. Oh, you mean like I'm sitting there watching the movie and people are actually? Oh, okay. So I thought about doing that one time. I thought about doing that one time. But I didn't know if anybody would actually be serious and actually seriously sitting there watching me watch a movie the whole entire time. I think that's how that works. Sorry, I'm trying to check something on my phone real quick. But yeah, just getting back into live streaming and just like trying to do this once a week. Like I said, more 7 hours. I have to work on getting it. Okay, thanks, T4. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, whenever I cross that bridge. I just got this laptop checked out, so I'm happy I got back on this. But man, it's crazy. I still go back sometimes. I still watch more videos. I went back the other day to see how long it's been since I started. I've been on YouTube for 3 years now. 3, and it's been crazy to just see how far my channel has grown. Like I remember making my first video. I look back at it now and it was complete trash. A lot of my videos I did, like they were straight up. I couldn't figure out how to get them sideways. I thought it was like an app or something I had to download. I just happened to see somebody else do a video on their phone where they turned their phone sideways, and it was that easy. So I've been trying to get out, and so it's crazy just to like look back at those times where I've seen a lot of my old videos. If one thing I really want to get is like a microphone. I used to have one I always had clipped to my shirt. It was like a lavalier mic. I think it made like the sound quality a lot better. I really want to get one of those again. It was like $20-$25 on Amazon, so I'm going to check that out. But I didn't see the one that I had. I saw the other ones were the wireless, so I don't know if those were just as good as the wired ones. But yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about when it comes to movies. I haven't really watched any of the animated stuff lately. It's all been like live action. Let me see what else I got here on my channel. Let me see what else. Invasion. So I know there's been a lot of talk of Kraven the Hunter. I forgot this trailer came out. Here's my thing, right? Because I think I talked about this in the end of that Kraven the trailer video. I don't understand why Sony is still doing a spinoff of the Spider-Man universe. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, y'all tried and failed with Morbius. Nobody cared. Then it was like, oh, everybody started doing this. More of a time, y'all tried to come out with, they tried to bring the movie out thinking it was going to catch fire again. Nobody cared. Before that, y'all had, what was it? Before that, y'all had, I can't think of the name of the movie. Venom. It was Venom 2. I didn't really care for that. The first one was okay. To me, it just feels like y'all just need to stop while y'all here. Nobody cares about this whole spin-off universe. What is the end game if y'all decide to keep going? You know, just keep getting everybody their own movies. I know they announced a while back they're supposed to be putting rapper Bad Bunny in his own movie where he's supposed to be starring as a wrestler, basically a side character from the Spider-Man comic books. I guess he was in maybe one issue, and that was it. So I don't understand that at all. So I think the trailer for Kraven the Hunter looks good, man. I enjoyed it. But I just think they need to stop with that head because nobody really cares. I mean, is this leading up to all these characters teaming up on Spider-Man? That would be cool to see. But if it's not, why are y'all still doing it? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I guess the other big thing going on is Eric July. If a lot of y'all don't know, man, because technically Sony still owns Spider-Man and the universe, they want their money. I get that, man, but it's like it ain't going nowhere. Like nobody really cares. Like nobody really cares about the spin-off universe. Where is it going? You know what I mean? Like I said, Murray's failed. I don't think anybody cares about Venom 3. Just give it back. Just give it to Marvel. Let them show you how it's done. Let them show you how it's done. I'm trying to think what else at the top of my head. Eric July. Already I know Eric July came out with his own comic book. ISM #1, which I do have, and ISM #2, which I can't get. I can't wait to get. He's been receiving a lot of pushback, whether it's the price for the comic, the story. As you know, he hired. I'm not up on comic books like that, but legendary writer Chuck Dixon, and he also hired the Sasuke sisters to write the next 2 comic books he has in line. Yara and the Alpha Corps. And in my opinion, as far as the right now goes, looking back on it, if I would have told myself to wait until the second issue dropped, I would have waited. The first one was okay, but I think you can wait until the second one drops. So I know he has his campaign going. He has some issues with it. And I know it's been a lot of videos. I've done a lot of videos. It's actually helped my channel a lot because when I was starting to talk about it, I was like at 200 subscribers, and it eventually helped my channel get to like 600. People thought Eric was just a one-time fluke, but he showed them awful out. Yeah, it's true, man. I mean, he's making that money off his comic book. If there's one thing I'm glad he did not do was drop another pamphlet, which is basically his book that shows how his characters were made from start to finish. I thought that was a waste of money. I forgot the name of which the concept art book. Yeah, I'm glad he didn't drop another one of those, man. Because that first one, I saw pictures of it. It looked terrible. It wasn't worth the money. If it was me, what I would do if I was dropping a concept art book for my characters, I would wait till I'm probably about maybe 10 or 15 issues in, where I have more characters, I have more information, you know more about them, and then I would do a concept art book, maybe 20 issues, 15 to 20 issues, because to drop a concept art book at the first issue and there's barely anything to see, and the drawings look like they were did by 8-year-olds, waste of money, man. I wanted it, but looking back on it, I'm glad I ain't come out of pocket for it. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that second issue, man. I'm definitely going to review it, so make sure you look out for that. But yeah, man, I hope it works out for him. I really do. Just because it feels good to get into a comic book where you can start from the ground up. A lot of comic books I was reading before, or at least some of the comic books I've tried to read, I was always like in the middle of the story. Like one of them I read, I don't know if it ever came to an end. It was based off the video game, but it was like I forgot the name of it, but it's basically like let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Justice League video game. Let me see. Lois Lane does. I forgot the name of the game. I forgot the name of the comic book. I read some of it, maybe like 3 or 4 comics. Oh, Injustice. Okay, yeah, it's Injustice Gods Among Us. I read some of that comic. I think they have like 3 or 4 issues that I've read, so I've actually enjoyed that one. That one was pretty good. I actually enjoyed that one. It was crazy to see. Thank you, man. Yeah, I've actually read that one. That one was pretty good. That one was pretty good. I know they did a cartoon. I didn't really watch the cartoon because I feel like they should have made it into like a mini series or a show, maybe 15, 20 episodes if they could, because it's so hard to fit so much of a story into a movie. Like it's so much hard to fit into this whole video game. That's an hour and a change movie. You have to cut out a lot of stuff, and a lot of the good stuff, gets left on the cutting room floor. So I'm hoping, I'd rather it have been a TV show than a movie, which is kind of funny, man, because I remember back when I was more into like watching movies and TV shows about stuff, mostly because everything is always getting canceled. Like Netflix stays on for like a season or two, and then all of a sudden, it gets canceled. But I've watched videos, people talk about, the reason stuff gets canceled is because the longer the actors stay on, the more popular the stuff gets, the more money that the actors and actresses have to get paid to do this kind of stuff. So let me see. C4C says, yeah, it was great. We would have got that if WB let Snyder conclude. Yeah. I'm talking about the animated, but as far as the live action goes, man, yeah, I wish Snyder would have finished his vision, man. I really do, man. Because like looking back on it, to me, when you look back on this time period, it's gonna be hard for people to really care and invest. It's gonna be not invest. It's gonna be hard for people to really care about this time period of superheroes when it comes to DC, because it's been 10 years already, and they should be so much further along than what they are. But unfortunately, because of the old heads of Warner Brothers, now this new regime has to come in, and they have to hit the reset button on DC films again. Well, not again. They just got to hit the reset button, and it's so disappointing, man, because it's like even in Marvel's worst year, DC is not touching them, and it was like you had to me the best Superman, one of the best Batman. Why? How did y'all mess this up? How did y'all mess this up? Somebody explain this to me. How did they mess this up? It makes no sense, man. It doesn't. So, it leaves me disappointed, but it is what it is, man. I'm kind of over it. You know what I mean? As much as I would have loved to see Henry Cavill come back, I was excited when he made that announcement in that video where he talked about him coming back, but that was before he had a contract on the table. He was just told to make the announcement. So it kind of sucks because he left The Witcher, he came back to doing the show, and then all of a sudden, nothing. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. So, moving forward, like I said, the only thing I'm looking forward to is the Batman, Superman, and that's really about it as far as movies go. I forgot the TV shows were that damn fast. But I'm curious to see how this Batman is going to work out. Number one, who's going to play Batman? I'm pretty sure it's going to be I don't know if it's going to be an older grizzly Batman. Obviously, he's going to have kids. Or a kid, not kids. So I wonder how that's going to work out. And then obviously, you're going to have two Batman between this one and the other Batman. I forgot the name of the guy who plays the other Batman. Shoot, who currently plays the Batman right now? I forgot his name. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on, I can figure. Oh, Robert Pattinson. Duh. So yeah, I think that Batman movie was great. It was super long. Hopefully, the next one they trim it down. But I thought it was great. I know they're supposed to be doing the Penguin series that is coming to Max, which makes no sense why they didn't just leave it as HBO Max. But I know they got a Penguin series, a mini series. I'm looking forward to that. I know they're doing a sequel to this. I know they got the Joker coming out or a sequel, but it's supposed to be a musical, man. To me, I feel like the movie should be a one and done. They shouldn't touch it because the first one was good. I don't feel like they should try to mess it up and trying to make it into a musical. But let me see. What do they have on the plate for DC movies? I know they got the Blue Beetle coming out. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really looking forward to Blue Beetle. Aquaman, not looking forward to it. And that's really about it. And then eventually we have to wait for 2025 because that's when they starting with Superman. And I'm wondering who they're gonna pick as Superman, what the suit gonna look like. It's funny when they first brought out Henry Cavill's suit. A lot of people say it looked like Bizarro's suit because it was dark blue, and then eventually they brought him the light blue suit. I actually like the dark blue one better. I just don't understand how they messed up his suit with the face, the 2017 Justice League movie. All they had to do is put him in a black suit, keep the beard, keep the facial hair. He would have been good to go. That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. For anybody coming in, man, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Your boy is working his way up to 1,200 subscribers and trying to get my watch time hours up to 4,000 watch time hours by the end of this year. So that is my goal by the end of this year. One second. So yeah, man. Once I get used to just getting back on the stream, I think I'll definitely have people join me, just so I can just have other people in here. I can't find my headphones at the moment, so I don't have anybody in here, and I'm just not paying attention to what anybody's saying. But yeah, man, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping going into the future, DC can get the head out of their butts, man, and get it right this time. I'm actually looking at the list right now just to see what Marvel's next what DC slate is going into the future. Let me see. I have it saved in my phone somewhere. So in the movie side, you got Superman Legacy. You got the Brave and the Bold. Basically, I think that's the Batman. Swamp Thing, The Authority, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I forgot about Supergirl. I think that's one movie they can actually just keep off the slate. I don't think that we don't need a Supergirl movie right now. And as far as TV shows, you got Waller, Lanterns, Creature Commandos, Booster Gold, Paradise Lost. Now, I know Paradise Lost is supposed to be about Wonder Woman, but it's before she actually gets there. Before she actually is born to play Wonder Woman. You got Waller, which is basically a standalone thing. You got Lanterns, which is basically about Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan. And then you got Creature Commandos, no idea. Booster Gold, no idea. When it comes to the movies, Superman Legacy, yes. Raven the Bold, yes, because I want to see how they do the Damian. I want to see who plays Damian Wayne and how they do his character, along with whoever plays Batman. I'm pretty sure, of course, it's not going to be origin story. We've got enough origin stories as Batman. So that's going to be pretty much all the way in the middle of the movie. So I wonder what story that's going to be told. And then you got Swamp Thing. I seen Swamp Thing, the animated movie. And then you got The Authority. Don't know. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, I don't really care for. Yeah, they are, man. They are. But it's something that needs to happen, man, because DC's been they've been shitting the bed for too long, and it's just something that needs to happen now. Instead of waiting for another another year, not another year, instead of, it's something that needs to happen because DC's been shitting the bed and they need to get it right. Somebody has to get it right. Somebody has to get it right. There's no way I'm wasting all this time trying to keep the Snyderverse going. As much as I want to see the Snyderverse continue, it's time to let it die. It's time to let it die because there's nothing really. There's nothing left to salvage. The house has been torn down, to the ground. There's nothing left to salvage when it comes to the Snyderverse. And much as I'd like to see him continue this vision, man, there's nothing left. So I think the best thing to do is hit the reboot button. Hopefully fans jump on. Like I said, they have to knock it out the park with the Superman movie. I was watching Robert Storm's latest live stream. He was saying he thinks DC should wait until 2026 before they do any more movies. Instead of rebooting in 2025, they should reboot it in 2026. Which, it makes sense. I can understand that. But, yeah, they got to knock it out the park with the Superman movie, man. They got to. Because if they don't, flush it down the toilet, man. I will be curious to see how they do. I will be curious to see how they do the movie, though. Because I hope it's good. But I don't think it's going to be a complete reboot, though. I don't think it's going to be a complete reboot. I know James Gunn said it's going for a younger actor to play the character. But I don't think it's going to be a complete reboot from like scratch to finish, from start to finish. So I'm hoping it's going to be somewhere kind of like, he's already at Daily Bugle. He's already got his powers. Maybe he's still learning how to use them, but he hasn't become full Superman yet. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to see a whole complete story. We got that too many times. I just feel like right now we should be so much further along. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people are saying that Henry Cavill is too old. I think he's already like 39 or something like that. So they're only going to commit to his character for 10 years. So by the time he gets done playing, he's going to be like 50 years old or something like that. I mean, I don't know how old some of the Marvel characters, actors are. I'm pretty sure they're up there. You know what I mean? But it's a completely different ballgame. They've been getting it right for the last 10 years. They've been getting it right. So I'm hoping that's going to be. I hope DC gets it right with this. And then I know Mortal Kombat when it comes to the movie. Watching the movie that came out, what was it, 2020? I think was when it came out. It made me want to go back and watch the 90s film. I know they already got some of the actors and actresses picked out for who gonna be in the next film. I just hope they learn from their mistakes because the first 7 to 8 minutes of the 2020 Mortal Kombat movie looked good, and then once you fast forward to the rest, it just looks like straight trash. It looks like straight trash. Then the Cole Young character, I did not care for. If they would have killed this character off, I would not have had no problem with it whatsoever. I would have had no problem with it whatsoever. It's the same thing with like Black Adam. As much as I love The Rock, man, I'm a fan of his wrestling, I'm a fan of his movies. But that movie you did, man, Black Adam was not it. I don't know if people like that movie. Maybe there's something in there they see that they like, but I did. I really sat back and I watched the whole movie from start to finish without stopping. And I sat there and I was like, I'm glad I did not waste my movie to see this movie in theaters. But I don't understand what people liked about Black Adam. Like Hawkman or whatever his name is, man, was his bitch. They pretty much drained Doctor Strange, Dr. Fate to like very little powers. The two extras were what they were, extras. Cyclone Chick and the guy who could go real tall. They were there, but for what? They didn't do anything. That movie to me it should, like all these years of sitting back waiting for them to finally get the movie right, and that's what we got. That's what we got. It was a waste. And I like The Rock, man, but you ever talking about the hierarchy of power is going to change, and that movie did nothing. And I like The Rock, man, but it's like nothing changed. Nothing. Like your movie bombed at the box office, and it's crazy. He's been going through it, man. His movie bombed at the box office. Vinny had issues with the Fast and Furious. He didn't want to go back. Well, obviously we saw how that turned out. And then what else happened with him? Oh yeah, his Young Rock TV show got canceled. XFL lost money. So there's been a lot going on with The Rock, man. And if y'all don't know, yes, he's back in the Fast and Furious franchise. I'll talk about that in my review. But yeah, man, that Black Adam movie was not it. And I don't understand how he thought that was supposed to reset the DCEU. Okay, yeah. Adam Smasher and Cyclone, yeah, they were wasted in that movie. They did nothing. If they were not in it, you would not have seen the movie wouldn't have changed nothing. If they were not in it, it would have changed nothing. I just really didn't want the mom and the son to be near the whole movie. And unfortunately, they were. And that disappointed me the most. But it's funny, Black Adam made money than The Flash and Shazam 2. I don't know what happened with Shazam 2. I didn't even see the first Shazam. I don't know what happened with Shazam 2. Why did that movie not make money? Like I said, the main thing in my head that tells me why the DC movies aren't making any money is because the people already know, at least the hardcore fans already know, DCEU is coming to an end. And so there's no reason to stay focused on watching these movies anymore. Then you also got the fact that you also got to add in the fact that I guess there wasn't a lot of marketing for that movie. You know what I mean? Like the new owner, I forgot what his name is. But anyway, the new owner of Warner Brothers, he came in. He was just like, all right, we need to put any money behind these movies because we already know they're not going to be getting any sequels. They're not going to be in continuation. Though I do think that Shazam aka Zachary Levi. I think he's still gonna be staying on DCU in some capacity. But I know that people have had complaints because they're like, why is Shazam acting like a kid when he's a kid? You know, when the kid in his body, I forgot the name, acts more mature than the actual superhero. Which I know from like the clips and stuff I've seen, Shazam is a pretty mature character, but in this movie he acts like a complete idiot. So, you know, be that as it may, man. But I thought the Flash made less than the Flash made less than Black Adam. I thought it was the other way around. I don't know. It is what it is, man. Like I said, I gotta see the Flash for myself to see how bad it really is. Shazam 2 is okay if you want a movie to watch with the family and kids, but it was leading to no payoff. I can understand that. I can understand that. I've watched the trailer. I think it looked better than the first one as far as the trailer goes because there was it felt like it was like in a bigger they it upped the ante, but it still felt really stupid. And I was just like, I can't get into this. I tried watching the first one, but I clicked before I really got into it. So I was like, I don't really care for it, especially not the DCU being in the position that it's in. Especially with the DCU being in the position that it's in, I couldn't find myself getting into it. Like I said, I gotta watch the Flash because I want to see if it's as bad as everybody say it is. I know a lot of people say the CGI is bad, and as far as like I said, Black Adam, it really wasn't my cup of tea. I mean, it just wasn't my cup of tea. I like The Rock. Don't get me wrong, man. I like The Rock. I like him as a wrestler, and I like him as an actor. I've watched a lot of his movies. You can go all the way back to his Gridiron Gang and Walking Tall days when that stuff was out on VHS. I had Walking Tall on VHS. I like that movie. I haven't watched them all, but I like that movie. I think if there's one movie I need to watch, it's one where he gets out of jail and he goes on like a hunt for all people who had played a part in his brother dying. I heard a lot of people talk about the movie. It's good. I just don't know the name of it. Yeah. So, you saying? Oh, okay. You saying Shazam? Okay. Yeah, I seen somebody want to get one on Fandango. Like I've seen somebody post about it on Twitter. I guess they're making jokes about how you can't even get the fans to see this movie because you're trying to do this buy one get one half off thing. So I think it had like what a 75% drop off since the movie came out. So I think that's pretty crazy. But uh, yeah, man, I don't understand how DC Warner Brothers can get it right with their live. I don't see how they can get it right with their animated properties. But when it comes to live action, it's just nobody is trying to see. Nobody is trying to see. Like, how can y'all get it right when it comes to your live properties? But y'all animated properties, y'all can get it right with your animated properties. People can sit back and watch that all day. But then when it comes to the live action properties, it's like nobody wants to see it. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. But again, I'm trying to just pretty much, like I said earlier, get out and live stream a lot more once a week. Hopefully I can get to a point where I'm getting, 20, 30, 40, maybe 100 people in here. I'll definitely try and have more people actually join the live stream in the future. I just wanted to kind of come in and just get my feedback wet, get into live stream and doing this by myself again. So somebody wanted to get in the live stream earlier. So to the E's cordless phone fan and chocolate lover, sorry about that long name. Definitely in the future, definitely hit up again because I'll definitely make sure I get more people in here so we can have these type of discussions. Hopefully I can do like movie reviews, live stream, actually review movies and have people in here in the future. So I'll have it, hopefully I'll mapped out, planned out the way I can, it'll be all set. But as of tonight, man, it's just me trying to do this by myself, just getting into it. The one funny thing about it is I was trying to look at like how you get people in here, and I see at the bottom it has invite. So I'll definitely be getting people in the live stream a lot in the future. So I definitely appreciate anybody and everybody that's been like just like trying to watch my live streams, man, or watch my videos. Like I said, it's crazy. I'm doing this for 3 years now, and I hit 1,000 subscribers this year. Right now, I'm at 1,101. My goal is to hit 1,200 by the end of this year and get my watch time hours up. So I'm definitely going to be live streaming a lot more. So to everybody out there, make sure you follow me on Twitter. Make sure you follow me as far as my community posts. Make sure you got your notifications set. Again, make sure you got your notifications set on your YouTube page. As far as my YouTube page, when you subscribe, that way I know when, because I do post a lot on my community tab. So I just do my live streams posted maybe like a week ahead of time, days ahead of time. That way everybody knows. But I'm really grinding to get this channel monetized by the end of this year. So that's been my goal. See, one thing monetize. So it's gonna be a while. I know they changed the criteria. I know they've changed the criteria. YouTube has. So I got a while to go. Right now I'm sitting at. Let me see. I gotta find it first. I think I'm at 1,034 watch time hours. So yeah, right now I'm sitting at 1,034 watch time hours. So my goal is to get the channel up to 4,000. I know there's a thing where if you hit like let me see, I'm trying to show you on the camera, you probably won't be able to see it though. You can probably see where it's like still gray at. But that's my goal, is to get my channel up to 4,000 watch time hours. But yeah, right now I'm sitting at 1,034. My goal is to get to 4,000 hopefully by the end of this year. But my goal is to, like I said, live stream once a week, maybe twice a week if I find the time. But definitely once a week, just to, get more people into the live streams, and just like I said, just keep growing, keep getting my hours up there. And I think it's fun to like talk about this stuff on live, because you get people in the chat boxes and people leave comments, stuff like that. But I know the requirements for 3,000 is, let me see. So you got memberships, super thanks, and then shopping. Another super. What is it? Super thanks, not super thanks, but like super. I forgot what you call it. It's like super stickers and like something else super fucking name of it. And I know when you get to 4,000 hours, there's the ads, like everything opens up from the ads, and then they have like the short feeds. The short feeds I don't understand. You need like 10 million people. 10 million. You're not 10 million people, but you need at least not 10 million views. Is it 10 million views? I think it is. I think it's like 10 million views in like a year or 3 months or something like that, which I think is fucking ludicrous. So I've just been focused on doing my live stream, because that's where, my hours, I feel like I'm getting my hours at, versus trying to do shorts, because I'm nowhere near there. I only got like 10,000 views. So yeah, you actually need 10 million views, I think, in 90 days for your shorts. That's what I'm looking at right now. So I'm more focused on doing like live streaming instead of shorts, because I ain't gonna post the shorts like that every day. I'm actually trying to cut back on shorts and just keep posting like longer videos. That way I can get people at least, dedicated to watching my videos, dedicated to watching my channel. I feel like shorts have come into, super chats. Thank you. Yes, that's what it was. So super stickers and super chats. Thank you for that, C4. Yes, it is. Super chats and super stickers. Those are the two things. So, of course, when I cross that bridge to 3,000, I'm definitely apply. Hopefully, I'll get more people in here by then, so they'll be watching my live streams, and then go from there. But yeah, my goal right now is definitely just focus on getting my watch time hours up, live streaming once a week. So I appreciate everybody for watching. But anyway, other than that, I'm still be dropping my movie reviews. That's the big thing I've been wanting to do. I got my next one coming out probably tomorrow or Tuesday. I think the main thing is just kind of taking a break for like a day or two, and then like just trying to find time to take breaks, and then get back to making videos on a consistent basis. But I know everybody else who's walked the path before me have all said, yeah, you got a live stream because that's where the hours are. So like I said, live streaming once a week. Sundays I would say around 7:30. And then, so definitely expecting the live stream next week around the same time. Well, not this time, but around like 7:30. Hopefully it's early enough where people can be in. and then definitely have more people join the stream, or actually have people stream with me. And I definitely try to have topics. That way we're just not sitting here rambling about anything. So that's my goal. Live stream once a week, 7:30 every Sunday or Saturday, definitely on Sundays, but if not, I'll definitely have it on Saturday. And I'll let everybody know ahead of time. And then also have what's the word? Have people join me if you want to come into the live stream. That way, I'm just not here talking to myself, and we can definitely have a discussion about, movies and stuff like that, because it's something to have fun with. Like I said, my goal is to monetize my channel hopefully by the end of this year or the beginning of next year going forward. But as far as right now, I go movies, man. Is there anything else out there that's coming out? I know. What is it? I know that Zack Snyder has been busy with his Rebel Moon coming out the end of this year. I know there's been some Jamie Foxx update. I forgot what it was exactly. It's crazy because we haven't heard or seen from Jamie Foxx. I've been Googling stuff since his health scare. He's pretty much been MIA. So I don't know, man. I wonder how serious his health scare was. Did he have like a stroke? Like what happened with him? Because there hasn't been any news about this dude since he had a health scare back in April. He's been MIA. I know he had a new movie come out on Netflix. They Clone Tyrone. Then he had like this God movie come out. So I know he's got some movies coming out. And then Back in Action with Cameron Diaz, who's been like sitting at the spotlight for a while now because she retired. So I know he has had a few movies come out, but he's been sitting on the sidelines. For me, most recently, my favorite movie that he did was Day Shift. If you have not seen Day Shift, that movie, fucking awesome. I love that movie, man. It was great. The vampires in that movie are not to be fucked with. They are like serious as shit. But if you have not seen Day Shift on Netflix, it came out last year with him also starring Snoop Dogg and who was starring the movie? It was a brother. Now I gotta look it up because I can't remember his actor's name at the top of my head. Let me see, Day Shift movie. I think there's actually supposed to be a sequel to Day Shift coming out. So it's James Franco's brother. He started. Let me see. Dave Franco. Okay, so Dave Franco started. I think there's supposed to be a sequel coming out. Let me see if I can find the article on it. But I know with Jamie Foxx going through his health scare right now, we didn't know what was going to happen. So let me see. I'm going to read this right now. Let me see. Hollywood Best Kept Secret Fears for Star. I'm trying to see if there's anything I can read. And have a good one, man. Thanks for watching. So I'm going to read this article. Jamie Foxx co-star Portia Coleman shares update on his recovery after medical complication. It says Jamie Foxx might not be gracing any red carpets at the moment, but he's still on everyone's mind. E.T. Kevin Frazier spoke with Fox co-star Portia Coleman at the 2020 BET Awards. I forgot that was going on. Where she shared a hopeful update on the 55-year-old hospital in Atlanta, Georgia. I've talked to people very close to Fox. He is doing well. I hate that the media outlets kept running with the narrative of what was going on without having the proper information. She says, referring to public speculation on Fox's condition after the Oscar winner's hospitalization for an undisclosed medical condition was first announced on April 12th. It's crazy. It's been that while. So, yeah, I mean, he's been out the limelight for a while, man. I hope he's getting better, man. Let me see. I honestly think he had to suffer something serious, like a stroke or something, because we haven't heard or seen anything from him, like his face or nothing. So he had to suffer something serious. So, yeah, man, I hope he's getting better, man. I hope he's getting better, because, like I said, Day Shift was a good movie, and I hope he gets well enough he can do a sequel. But I appreciate anybody who's been joining this live stream. I'm finna end it. And we're gonna work tomorrow. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna keep working the live stream. Every Sunday is my goal. By 7:30, CST time PM. So I'm finna end this live stream. I appreciate anybody and everybody for joining in. And I'll definitely see y'all next week. Peace and out.